The king of drones. Which drone is king of all drones? The winner is the iFlight Mach 5 with the Argus 7 Pro, naked Argus 7, O3 air unit, and the Zing 2050, 2207, 2050 racing motors. This drone is the best friggin' drone ever made. Look how many times I've crashed this. And look at the camera's not even got scratches on it yet. I mean, I have beat this. I've had this frame for over 2 years now. The same exact frame. And I'm telling you, this thing is the best drone ever made, dude. It handles like no other drone ever made. I mean, those motors, you can fly this screaming for 4 minutes with a 1200 battery. It's so efficient. And those motors don't even get hot. Ice cold. And that's with DMAG high, RPM filters, everything max. And still these motors are ice cold. It's amazing. I mean, the frame design, the distance of the blades. I mean, this thing is just so... I mean, every turn, every corner, you can bail up out of any crash. It's just a beast. It's so precision. I mean, it's just the best drone. I can't even fly. It's hard for me to fly other drones because once I fly this and I fly other drones, I get pissed off. And it's like, man, this one just is the best drone ever made. Dude. And everything mounts, I guess it's because everything is centrifugal, center of gravity. It's got a 20x20 mount on top, so you can put the O3 air unit on top. The receiver fits in a little slot. The LSR receiver fits in a little slot back there. So it can't get damaged. Nothing gets damaged on this drone. It's like, it just goes together perfect. It's like, and you get the TPU mounts for it are just incredible, man. It's just, everything fits perfect. Now I use the fish fry antennas because these are a little bit better than the O3 air unit antennas. These just seem to work a lot better for me. I don't know. When I run this drone, I get better transmission. And I converted most of them to the fish fry antennas. I think I got one O3 left on this Apex. But like I said, this drone here is just a beast. Now this one here is the new, this is brand new out, AliExpress, $28 frame. This is the Chameleon 220. I mean, this frame is incredible, dude. I mean, it's incredible. Now, I had to extend the camera out because the extend camera sits pretty far back there. But I just used an extension mount put on there. It fit pretty perfect right at the edge. You don't see hardly any propellers, anything. But this drone here is just, I love these frames. These H frames because, or the switchbacks, they just handle so good, man. They're a really good handle. That thing flies great. It's good for slow freestyle. And this one's good for slow freestyle, the Apex. It's just a heavy frame. It's the only thing I don't like about it. And look, I had to cut the tops off. I had to cut this off. Why do they make frames in the way of the freaking camera? It's like, come on, man, really? I hate having to go get camera extensions. The only reason I did it on this one is this thing flies great. The Apex is okay. It's just a heavy-ass frame, man. It's solid. I mean, it's great for windy days or if you want to do cinematic footage around cars. And it's great for slow cinematic stuff. But, man, when you're screaming through trees, that's not the drone you want. This here is the M5 Pro analog. 1.6 watt front. Beast mode. These are the newbie drone motors, 2050. 2050 newbie drone racing motors, $69 for all 4 motors. And these motors are great, man. I mean, these are just right up there with iFlight, dude. These motors have a ton of power, and they use the 54 magnets. And you know what? They're really energy efficient. I get 5-minute flight time. This thing here, I don't know about these dead cat frames, man. They're just so big and bulky. I like smaller, compact drones. I mean, it did have the O3 in there, but you just can't get it with these drones. You break arms too much. These arms break. You hit something. Had to buy arms for these things. I got to the 4-inch. This is my night drone. This is my night drone. Yeah, this is the 4-inch. What is this thing called? Diatone L4? The Diatone, whatever. Yeah, this is my Night Eagle 3. Now, DJI just came out with the new Cadex Night Eagle HD. It's coming out pre-order. So Cadex ain't stopped making DJI stuff. I got a Cadex Falcon that went on. I want to put the Cadex Falcon on this one, but mine broke, so you can't buy the cameras out. But this one here is just a frame I used to use. I don't play with this no more. Great frame, but it's just strictly racing. You know, just all out speed. You don't want to do flips and stuff with this one. This one's a little better. It's the stretch decks design like this one. But it's a little more controllable. It's actually a really good frame. $15 on Amazon. I blew up a motor. It went to the water and fried one motor, but that's a really good frame, Speedy. This is the Switchback 55 Pro. $50 frame. This thing here is awesome. I love it. I mean, it's really good. It's not like the iFlight. Only because, I don't know. This one here, I like this once I get better at racing. But this is for pros, dude. This frame here is for pros. That's the start out racing. Very easy to control. And then once you master the iFlight Mach 5, then you go to the smaller 190mm, 200mm frame. Because, man, this thing here, you have to go like this angle. I'm talking. To be able to turn good with this drone, you have to be constantly at a freaking angle. So it's great for racing. Speed out the ass. Great. This Diatone 4-inch, nothing much to say. Night drone, quiet. 1700 motors. I fly this at night. Not say about that. Yeah, that's it. The Apex heavy ass frame. The M5. This is a new frame out on AliExpress. Brand new frame. The thing with this frame is you get 3 sets of TPUs. Different colors. Now, I'll put the iFlight Mach 5 TPU on the front. I just like those iFlight Mach 5 TPUs. You know, they're just really good. And it sits the camera in a view that's really good for me. But you get the M5 mounts, you get them for the bigger camera and a small camera. So you can either put a big camera or a small camera in these. Or no, I think it's just a different angle on the camera. But you get different color backs, red, yellow, black. In one set. I mean, it's great. I love this M5 frame. And look at the mounting on it. The gold. I mean, it's a really well-constructed frame. I mean, it's almost like the Mach R5, but a smaller frame. These smaller frames are bad. Like this one, this is a 220, which is a little bigger than this one. I believe this is a 210 or 200, and this one is just a little smaller. Now that's like this is like a 210 maybe. It's a little smaller than the, so you start off on this one racing. Once you master the R5, then you go to the M5. And then once you master the M5, then you go to the switchback. Because this little tiny thing, dude, that's all speed. You can't turn unless you're at that angle. This one, you can slow up and still have that turning at a slower speed. Then this one, you get a little faster in the turning, and then that one's just balls to the walls. So these are the drones, and I believe the best all-around drone, the best flying drone I have is the Mach R5. Freestyle, best drone out there. The view of the propeller suck, but the handling, dude, you ain't got to worry about hitting trees or nothing with this drone. I just fly uncontrollable because I know that nothing's going to break. The only thing that break is the antenna. Really. I mean, I've hit concrete, straight down concrete, full speed, and didn't break nothing. It's crazy. I broke the motors. But other than that, the frame is the best frame ever made. They're bent. My arms are a little bent, but it still freaking flies beautiful. It looks bent to me. I don't know. Maybe it's my eyes. But dude, that drone is the best ever. I fly Mach R5. I fly Mach R5. I fly Mach R5. I fly Mach R5 and get those 2050 motors. The Argus 7 at 8 kilobyte PID loop. It's like the dream of drones right there. It flies 6 minutes full speed on a 1200 milliamp battery. It's crazy. Crazy. Argus 7. Naked. The beast.